All right, so this world is dangerous in which we live in. Dangerous for, I guess, all people. But in particular, women are, it could be more dangerous for women.
Absolutely.
I guess walking home from work or walking home from somewhere, anywhere. What is the best way to defend oneself, Nick, for a woman?
Have a man next to you.
Have a man next to you. What are some other ways?
Fucking run, yo. Run.
Like a track star?
Run's good.
Okay, I'm not a runner. What else you got?
Guns? Oh, man, self-defense is like a whole thing.
Guns.
I don't know.
These guns?
Missiles.
Have a gun, bro.
If I get a daughter, I'm gonna buy her a tank.
What?
So she could take that everywhere, a tank.
Bubble wrap, yo. No. I don't know.
Yeah.
Self-defense is a tricky thing.
Do you have any
tricky
tips
thing.
you would give to
What's going through your mind? Because it seems like you're like this, like but
Okay.
that in case like this,
All right,
and this,
I'm
and
gonna say this.
You might be
Because it
too
seems like
smart.
you're going through a lot of circumstances.
A lot of people, when they do self-defense classes, they think, okay, I'm cool. I'm good now.
But it's like after one class.
Do you think it's because self-defense is kind of instilling to engage, and for you, you're kind of going like, you should engage, you should fucking run.
You probably should run, but there's obviously some situations where you can't run.
Or they grab you and then pull you in the
You have to
hand.
fight for your life. But the people...
Learn how to kill.
Yeah, honestly, you have to learn how to fight. Like, women need to learn how to fight. They need to get hit. They need to learn how to deal with someone that's very aggressive. Because if you don't learn how to deal with that shit, you can learn all the fucking techniques in the world, but it's not gonna help you when you're in a situation where your heart's beating out of your fucking chest. You feel like you're in danger, and you have to use skills that you've trained for your whole life to be able to get you out of a certain situation. And that's not going to be taught in a 2-day self-defense course that people try to sell all the fucking time.
You know who should teach a woman self-defense course? Is that lady that pushed a fucking bear off of her wall.
That shit was crazy. Props to fucking her.
She's
17 too.
Yeah, she didn't realize.
She's a kid.
She didn't realize there was a bear either until after she pushed.
I thought she was like a mom in a muumuu. Everyone was like, that's you in your mom outfit, dude.
I thought she was way older. I didn't think she was 17 in that video.
Yeah, it's a kid.
I mean, wait, so they interviewed her?
Yeah, they interviewed her, and she was saying like her mind was just like, I need to save my dogs, and she shoved this big ass animal off the thing, not realizing what it was until after it fell off the thing. She's like, I just shoved a fucking bear, and then that's when she turns around and collects all their dogs and goes back inside.
And did you see how there was a neighbor's dog coming out and she pushed the bear into the neighbor's yard and she climbed back up and then fucking ran away?
Uh-oh.
When she pushed it, it went into the other yard and I saw a dog coming from the other side and I'm like, oh fuck! But the bear got on the wall and ran away.
She's a responsible dog owner, yo. She saw that coming a mile away. She handled that perfectly.
I would have been like,
Good luck, dog.
I would be watching like,
later,
damn,
Toby.
my dogs are tough.
Yeah. You're like, man, my dogs are dope, yo. Fighting bears.
All right, so I have a story here. It's not much of a story, but I think it ends with a very, not philosophical, but like it ends in a question.
Oh, a question?
Yeah.
You know what my philosophy is on self-defense?
What is?
Actually, this is how I think about life, and I was telling you the other day. In my brain, I always go A, B, C, X, Y, Z. So for me, I think those are the
He's
first.
always saying the alphabets.
No. So those are the two. That's the two most important things, and I feel like in almost every circumstance. So the first one, A, B, C, in self-defense, is someone wants to fuck you up or whatever. Run. I don't want trouble. Give them the wallet. That's the basic shit, right? Like
Kill them.
yeah, and then okay, that doesn't work. Then we're gonna skip all the fucking letters. X, Y, Z. I push your eyeballs back into your brain. I kick you. I use my heel and I stomp your scrotum into your intestine.
Yeah.
Or I fucking bite your nose off or something. So that's how I feel. It's like A, B, C, hey, no trouble. But then X, if it goes there, then let's just skip all the other letters and then of course, once you learn that, I think it gets you out of 90% of trouble.
Yeah.
Then you can spend the time to work and hone the craft and do like get my blue belt, my purple belt, get some boxing in. But then if you want to be effective, I think you got to do what's plan A and what's plan Z. That's my thought process.
Actually, I came across another story where an Uber driver was shot dead when like 4 guys came into his car. Like they actually, used the Uber app to get.
Like a getaway car?
No, they just wanted to rob the Uber driver. So the Uber driver was held up at gunpoint when they entered the car, and basically he was like, "Oh shit, okay, here's my phone, here's my wallet." He did all the ABC. He did the ABCs.
Yeah. But he didn't get out of the car.
Well, I don't think they gave him another option. It was just like, "Oh, thanks." Pa! Done.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like I watch a lot of videos of store robberies gone like wrong and whatever, and there's people that are just nuts and they will get everything that they need and they'll just shoot you after. Well, yeah, that's why it's crazy.
You just never know, right?
Yeah, that's why you never know if they're gonna be peaceful or they just want money or they're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, senseless. Yeah. So this story, it's from Spain, and basically, a woman was arrested after police showed up at a bar with the man missing his penis.
So she cut his dick off?
She cut his dick off.
Whoa! That's how did she even get to his dick?
I gotta hear this story.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's a short story. So
Yeah, it is.
she
It's
works.
the nub of a story, huh? Nope. Cool.
She works at
left
this
of it?
bar. So she works at this bar, and and the boss, who's the guy with the missing dick now, he's not a great boss, and he's had a long history of harassing the help at his bar.
Like sexually harassing?
Sexually harassing, verbally harassing, all sorts of things. He's just not a good guy. And this woman, she's been groped by him before. She's been, touched up all sorts of ways, or even just like pressed up against by the guy.
That's wild, bro.
And she just
But if there's music playing, it's just called dancing.
It's just dancing.
Yeah, it's just dancing.
Just dancing.
So
and so she had enough one day. She had enough one day, and when he was pressing up against her, she decides to grab a knife. If they were in the back kitchen, she grabs a knife and just cuts his dick off.
holy shit.
Like just one swing, or you probably don't know.
It doesn't
His dick
explain.
probably wasn't out.
Yeah, was his dick out?
So she like went in, grabbed it, and like
It doesn't say.
He was probably wearing slacks.
She been practicing.
Gray sweats.
Maybe she started jacking him off and he was like, okay, finally. Damn, hired you for what? This is the time. Ow!
In a perfect world, that's how I wish it happened.
Because he had to fucking drop his pants and
Yeah.
maybe get hard. Because
You
it's
think-
not easy fucking cutting a soft dick.
I think this guy showed his dick.
I get why she was arrested though. I understand.
Yeah, she was arrested.
Like, I understand where she's coming from, but I understand the law.
Yeah.
You can't be cutting around people fucking
think
dicks.
it's
Can't be
fine.
cutting dicks, bro.
I think it's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, because, I mean, he had to get himself into a pretty cut my dick off situation.
Yo, where's his dick's just
Yeah.
out like that?
You can't. And a guy like that, he's probably showing his dick all the time.
I guess so. They say sexual assault, so I mean it could be
It was just
rape.
out.
It could be raping at this point, But like they do say like it was like a lot of groping and pressing up against in previous situations.
That's crazy.
They never say the word rape in this article, but it's sexual assault. So we
I
can
don't know.
assume the worst and say maybe his dick was out. He's ready to do some crazy shit.
This might be a stupid question, but is rape considered in the umbrella of sexual assault, or are they two separate things?
I don't know.
I think
it's
rape
the-
is sexual assault, but usually
The
if
ultimate
you
sexual assault.
Yeah, if rape happens, usually they say rape instead of sexual assault.
Okay, that's my question.
They
It's
usually
like how
identify
they
as like
categorize
almost
it.
like separate things, but it does fall under the category of sexual assault.
Got it. Because I usually hear them like when they talk about certain things like that, it's always separate. Like it's either rape or sexual assault. So
That's
I'm
why I
always
feel like
curious.
this wasn't necessarily rape. I feel like they would have said rape otherwise, because usually if that happens, people say that rather than sexual assault.
Right. That
Sexual
makes
assault is like
sense.
everything else. Usually they.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, fuck this guy, and I'm glad his dick is off. But I'm like,
He just forgot to wear his Wrangler jeans today.
Because that wouldn't have happened if it was Wrangler.
Those things are impossible.
Sponsored
to get
by
through,
Wrangler.
dude. Doesn't matter how much fabric softener you put in, those things are rock hard.
I know.
It's sandpaper
Like
on
him.
your pants. On your
Or he
body.
was.
He probably had his silk fucking pajamas on that day.
Damn.
Bro,
yeah.
if you're sexually assaulting your staff member,
Choose better
that's
pants.
it. Also choose better pants, but also just
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Don't do
You're
that.
asking for it at this point. Take some personal responsibility, yo.
But what if they're so fucking hot though?
Well, it's not on the woman's fault then.
It's never the woman.
Of course. No, a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
yeah.
That was a bad
Super
joke.
joke.
Super fucking joke. That guy should be burned alive, yo.
So what happened to this guy? He's just dickless
So,
now?
so he's still in the hospital. They tried to reattach it. We don't know if it was successful, but they tried reattaching the penis. The woman is.
How do you even report back that like, I tried, man. Sorry.
I know.
How do you report back that I tried doing it? You wake up from the fucking anesthesia like.
You just put your hand down. You're like,
Yeah.
The doctor,
No.
the doctor's like,
Sorry.
He has it in his hand.
Hey, girl, I tried.
Hey, I have this. Put it underneath your pillow. You might get $5 tomorrow.
Dick fairy.
Yeah, Dick Fairy comes.
Like, no, I just want my dick back in my body. Nah, here's $5.
Here's $5 for your dick.
at that point, would you want to keep your dick, or do you just get rid of it?
I don't know what the science. What are you supposed to do?
I don't know.
Like, if you
Depends.
get your dick cut off and you get reattached, how well does it work?
Fuck, that's a good question.
I don't know, but I feel like guys want to gamble and they're like, fuck it, anything, just put it back on, put it back on.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it depends if it's a sushi knife, I think, or like a bread knife.
serrated?
Yeah, serrated knife. I think it all depends.
Butter knife? Oh, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
If it's just like a,
No, thank you.
then maybe it's easy to.
the samurai sword, katana, you know.
Oh,
I guess that's
my
the best way to
goodness.
lose your dick.
Yeah.
And how long has it been detached? Maybe it like starts to rot and shit if it's a couple days.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, they were in the kitchen, so hopefully they had access to ice.
True.
Put it in the freezer, you know.
There we go.
I like
so
her.
she's in the police station. She's being held there. Now, this article brings up another incident that happened in India where a woman was being this one it says raped, being attempted rape by her
it's always an uncle, right?
Yeah, it's someone like.
religious teacher. A religious teacher.
And it's always a religious teacher, bro.
Oh man,
She cut off his penis.
Fuck yeah.
When
Good for her.
that was being done.
they got curvy knives in India too.
Yeah.
And she was initially
Their
arrested.
swords are so curly.
Yeah.
She was initially arrested, but then the women's groups out there intervened, as well as some local government officials, and they actually didn't press any charges on her.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
I think
she
she was
got
even
away.
in jail, bro. They probably didn't believe her, huh? Is that what it was?
Maybe.
I feel like the more like righteous your position is, the crazier the penalty should be.
Yeah, because people are trusting you.
Like,
Real, hey, that's true.
like if you're a religious person and you commit like some crazy sin, it should be like twice the punishment.
Bro, how do rapists get out of jail, yo?
Oh, dude,
do
it's
all the time.
crazy.
They do all, yo, if you could, to me, there's a couple of things that are just unforgivable, yo. Rape is definitely one of them. If
Dude,
you
there's
get-
hella sex offenders that are on a loose right now.
you gotta get shot in the middle of the street, bro. They have to,
Street justice.
for real, like, they gotta put you in a guillotine in front of the whole town just to show people, like, bro, you can't, this is unforgivable. You can't be doing this type of shit.
Dude, there was this fucking gnarly story. Fuck, I'm gonna wrap it up. There's this gnarly story that came out of Japan back in the 70s, I think, of these high school kids that one of the guys asked his classmate out. She rejected him. So what he did, him and his buddies got the girl, kidnapped her, took her
yeah.
to a, you know what I'm talking about? Took her to a fucking the woods, to a cabin in the woods, and they fucking tortured her for like 40 days straight, like the gnarliest shit you can think of. I don't even want to repeat it. It's so crazy. He only served 10 years.
Bruh. Didn't they also have like dudes come over every day to rape her?
Oh,
There was
I think that's
multiple.
another one where they left them upstairs and then the parents fucking knew about it, but
Oh
they're
no,
too
that's
scared.
a different one. No,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
different one. This one was just, oh yeah. No, this one was just like class, like high school kids, high school boys, just kept this chick tied up, kept fucking like anything you could think of. It was the.
These people have to be murdered. They have to be shot in the street.
Yeah.
Like rabid dogs.
Concurred.
They have to be eliminated.
Concur. What
There's too
about-
many people in the world. You gotta eliminate these people.
True. And what do we do with the women that take off penises of men that are trying to attack them?
But statues. We need to make statues of them and
Of them holding dicks like
Yes.
this.
Yeah, stepping on the body, yo, like.
It's like the Statue of Liberty, but then it's a dick.
You know the statue where you're holding the Medusa head, but it's a penis.
Yeah. Or it's a Medusa head with a bunch of dicks.